everyone. Today I am coming to you with another card video, and welcome to the Scrapping for Less channel. Like and subscribe, and maybe even tap that bell for a notification whenever a new video goes up. The design team posts to this channel as well as myself. So I just wanted to share with you, I know you've heard me mention my daughter, who is at the moment working on, with some other people, a new birth center going up in Oregon where she lives in her community. She worked at a previous one that was shut down by the hospital. And so they're having a gala in a couple of months in May. Hope it doesn't get canceled, but anyhow, they're having this gala, and I committed to doing a basket of homemade cards. So the first card that I have to go towards that basket is this card using Fawn. I cannot get enough of this stamp set. It's Swan Soiree. It's in the new release. We have it in the store. It'll be linked down below. And you have 2 swans, 3 baby swans. You have your lily pads, a moon and some stars, some cattails, a pond if you want to just use, and I made a card using just the pond, and then a whole bunch of sentiments. So today I am making either, you could use this card for either. I am making an anniversary card or a wedding card. So I use this stamp set, and I use the Stitch Pond frame. Now, this is also in the store. I'll link this down below. And I just used the pond and the cattails and the lotus flower or lily flower. I'm not sure what you call this flower. But anyhow, I use this flower. So I have everything here. I've already pre-cut, I've already pre-colored, so I have everything here. I have my pond. I have my frame somewhere. Oh, here it is. I have my frame. I have my background, and then I have my images colored up. Now for my background, I use some Dandy Day paper, and we have that paper pad in the store as well. I will link that down below. And then I use some Dandy Day paper with some a Lawn Fawn grassy hillside border. And so I'm gonna assemble my card and get those all assembled up, and kind of I'll walk you through it, because I'm going to do a couple different things here. So I'll walk you through it when I get to each piece. Okay, so first I'm going to take some bundled sage, a Distress Oxide ink, and I'm going to kind of give my pond frame and my grass some dimension. So it doesn't give it much, but it gives it just a subtle hint of some dimension. And I know I didn't need to do all of that grass, because some of it I'm going to cut off. So it just gives it just a little bit. So I am going to go ahead and start assembling my card here. I'm going to take some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and I think we have some of this in the store. I don't know. I restocked it recently. We can't keep this in the store. It just goes like hotcakes. And I should have, oops. I don't think I have enough on there to make it slidable. Let me get that centered on there. Okay, that's good. And I should have cut this off before I did this, before I glued that down. That's what I was saying. So I'm going to try my best. You know what? I think I'm going to make it go all the way across the bottom and even extend it beyond the background this time. I'm getting that straight. You see how that ink just gives it just a subtle hint. Then I'm going to turn it over and go ahead and cut this off. There we go. Then we'll get our pond on. I got glue on my mat, so let me get that off so it doesn't, and I don't have a paper towel right here, so I'll use my sleeve. All right, so let's work on getting the pond on. I think I'll put the frame down first so I can wiggle the pond around and get it down right where it's supposed to be. So, sorry I colored everything up ahead of time. I had some limited time this morning to get this video done, so I wanted to get it done, especially since I forgot, well, I didn't forget, I didn't get to my video on Friday. Okay, so let's see how we need to place this in here. So I'm thinking it's going to go just like that. We've got the grass behind it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our pond down in, and then we'll put our characters on. And as I'm putting the characters in, I'll tell you how I colored those up. Okay, so here's our pond. I saw somebody make a shaker card. I think Kelly from Lawn Fawn made a shaker card with, because there's another stitched pond that came out in another release, and I don't have that though. Okay, so my swans I colored with, I'm just going to keep everything flat on this card. My swans I colored with C3, C2, C1, and my colorless blender. Oh, and C0 and my colorless blender. So I wanted them to look white. I kind of struggle with that, looking white. So let me know if you think these look white, and did I master it or not. So I have my swans down, and I stamped those, and I just fussy cut them. Didn't feel like dragging out the scan and cut. I don't have the dies. I do have a scan and cut, but when it's just a couple of images, I usually only, and they're not too bad. Okay, so put the flowers down on there. Oh, fiddle. You know what I forgot to do? You know what I forgot to do, don't you? I totally forgot to stamp my sentiment. And I have it curved in my stamp positioner to already, I was going to stamp it on the curve of that grass and put the grass on the top. So we'll have to see if we can fix this somehow. So I'm sure I can though, in the positioner in a minute, and see if we can stamp it right there at the bottom, because it's a kind of a very thin sentiment. I'm sorry I'm going slow this morning, y'all, and talking. I just kind of threw me for a loop, that sentiment there deal. Okay, I'm going to put all my cattails over here on one side, since I put the lotus on that side, and balance out over here with the cattails. And I might put one little tuft of grass over there with the lotus flower. And I don't know why I'm keeping and calling that a lotus flower. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. A lily pad flower, a lotus flower. Good thing Nouveau Deluxe adhesive dries clear. I'll have to come back and make sure I have no glue residue. I'm going to put this little one tuft of grass over here. I should have my tweezers out to use them, but, you know, hindsight. Tweezers are, you know, tucked away in the drawer where all the nice tools are for using in card making. All right, now let's get our little brown pieces of our cattail on. I'm going to put the glue on the green part and then stick this down. There we go. These would be easy little pieces to lose, just like the tittle on your eye, which I always end up losing. So make sure you set all your little tiny pieces in a easy to get to spot when you're die cutting. Oh, come on, get up there where you're supposed to be. All right, so there's my card, and I'll go back with my adhesive eraser and erase some. I can't stand that look, but hopefully I can do that. Okay, now let's see how our sentiment does. Okay, see if I can get it right where it needs to be. Let me take these off. I had those on from stamping that earlier. My swan and my swans and my little thing. All right, it is going to fit, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, so I'm using some Memento Extreme Black ink. And we will stamp that puppy down. Oh, perfect. And so our card says, wishing you a lifetime of happiness. I'll come back in a little bit, and when everything's good and dry, and kind of try and get rid of my little glue spots. Even though it dries clear, you can see it where it dried, because it's, you know, it has a shiny kind of texture. So anyhow, this is my first card for the basket for her gala that's coming up in May, and I have about 26 more to go. No, 25 more to go, because I'm putting 26 cards, homemade cards, in the basket. So I don't know if I'll video all of them, but this one's the first one in that'll go in the basket. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you again soon. All right, bye.